What's up, Capricorn? How are you guys doing? It's time for your weekly check in. We're going to see what's happening with you guys in the third week of December 2025. Now, I do have a special announcement to make. But first, if you need a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is right down here in the description of this video. And the special announcement I want to make is that for the remainder of December, all of my courses are available for download on my website. So I have How to Read the Tarot, Part 1 and 2, The Beginner's Guide to Manifestation, The Steps to True Healing, How to Attract Your Life Partner, and manifesting financial abundance. Look, I know that some of that can sound a little bit cheesy and corny, but I promise you, you ain't heard it taught and explained the way I teach it and explain it. I can promise you that. You won't hear it explained the way I explain it anywhere else on the internet. And there's even some science in there that you ain't going to find nowhere else. For those of you looking for an extra little jump start into 2026, arm yourself with a little bit of knowledge that, if you apply it, can take you a very long way. I would at least recommend grabbing one of them. January 1st, they go bye-bye. Link is in the description. All right, well, let's jump into this. Let's see how the energy's looking. How's the energy looking between Capricorn and the person they're dealing with in the third week of December? What? I shouldn't be surprised by this, but this card always comes out for you. Now, this is the Capricorn card. It is. I just don't, depending on the intention I'm putting into it, I usually don't like reading that as Capricorn energy, because I mean, it's the fucking devil card, man. But let's just see what else wants to come through. Hang on. Two more shuffles, two more. Emperor reversed. Okay. By the way, I wanted to say something else too. We are fully aware of the little audio issue that's going on with my videos. There's nothing I can do about it. I just upgraded to the newest iPhone 17 Pro, and Apple's new microphone sensitivity settings are clashing with YouTube's microphone sensitivity settings. And there's nothing I can fucking do about it. Unless I wanted to get like some kind of external microphone, I might. I don't like those little lapel mics though. But what I really want to do is just kind of sit and chill until YouTube and Apple figure something out and fix this problem. I know it sounds a little bit weird and a little bit annoying. My apologies. It's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. If this problem isn't resolved, probably before January is over, I'll fuck around and get a microphone. But for those of you who have been writing me, telling me that my audio is fucked up, I know there's nothing I can do about it though. So thank you for your patience. Anyway, okay. So this person you're dealing with, well, they're they're definitely putting on a show for you, which means that they're keeping an eye on you, and they hope that you're keeping an eye on them too. And I honestly kind of have a feeling that some of you are. Actually, I feel like most of you are, or at least trying to. And for those of you who are, I think they know you are, and they're putting on a show for you. I'm not really seeing a lot of movement, though. I'm not going to lie. Not really seeing any movement, not really seeing any action. Whenever this comes through like this, the only thing that I can think is silent tension. It's the only thing I can really think because no movement's happening. Hangman. The hangman is probably arguably one of the, if not the most, like, well, the least action packed card. Let's put it that way. And it's probably a good thing too, because I'm seeing a little warning here on the side. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because, obviously, when the devil card comes out, what usually follows behind it? Seven of Swords, Five of Wands. It's probably best for the tension to be silent, honestly. And I think a lot of you know that too. But you see, here's the thing. This person, I think a lot of you are dealing with an emotional manipulator who is really good at playing the victim, pulling the victim card, creating a problem, and then acting like they're the victim of the problem they created. A lot of tension here, but no movement right now. And like I said, I think that's kind of a good thing. I think the universe might be doing you a favor by not allowing any movement or action happening here. I think that's the lesser of the two evils with the way this energy looks right now. Some of you dealing with a Leo, also have Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. Now, I'm not going to lie. You know what this looks like to me? You know what that looks like to me? This looks like narcissistic energy to me. I am ultra picky and choosy about how I use that word. To me, there is no such thing as a narcissist card. It doesn't work that way. There's no one card that tells you that someone's a narcissist because that energy is much deeper and a lot more nuanced and convoluted than what any one card can tell you. So I'm looking for a combination of minimum of three cards. And these three, like this being in the same spread, is the minimum that I need to say that I think some of you. Oh, and here's another one. Never mind. Now we got four. Now we got four. Now, once you start throwing kings reversed on top of that, oh, yeah, I think a lot of you are dealing with a narcissist. A straight up, certified, true blue narcissist. So, yeah, I think the universe might be doing you a little bit of a favor by keeping this silent. Let's see how they feel about you and what their intentions are. How do they feel about you? What are their deepest energies and intentions? Seven of Wands, very guarded. Very, very guarded. I mean, there's no point in showing it because you can't tell with this deck, but it says Seven of Wands right there. So very, very guarded. This person thinks you all are going to reconcile. Why do they think that? Like in this person's mind, they are convinced that the two of you are going to end up back together. So, you know what I have to ask you when that comes through, right? Have you all done this before? I have to ask. Now, when it comes to a narcissist, I mean, that kind of speaks for itself. But aside from that, why would somebody be so sure that the two of you were going to come back together? Unless you've done it before. Hey, you never know. Narcissists very frequently think that they are God's gift to mankind. So who wouldn't want to get back with me, you know? But I mean, this person, I think, see, here's the fucked up thing. This person genuinely believes that they are the victim. Genuinely. 100%. I just think if there's one thing I love about this deck, aside from the fact that it's Christmas themed, and I don't know if you can tell or not, but I fucking love Christmas. The way the pages are depicted in this deck, right? The pages are the most childish, immature characters in the entire tarot. And it's depicted beautifully in this deck. So if that right there gives you an idea of this person's emotional maturity, yeah, this person, what would you say that kid right there looks to be about? What, 3 or 4? Right? I think this person has the emotional maturity of about maybe a 3 or 4 year old. So they're ready to come forward too. They're either ready for one or two things. Either A, you to come forward, like if you show up in their inbox, or the right opportunity to come forward to you. You know, like something bad happens to you, you're at a vulnerable place, you're in a weak place, you know, you get broke up with, cheated on, dog gets hit by a car, granny's in the hospital, something like that, you know. It looks shady to me, dude. Doesn't look good to me. Anything else? 5 of Wands again. 9 of Wands, 5 of Wands. No. I don't think that this individual is planning on bringing anything to the table that the two of you could use to work through your issues. And even I don't even think this person cares to get closure, you know? Not really. It's kind of hard whenever. Here's the thing about narcissists, okay? While I'm pulling the advice spread, let me say this. Modern research has shown some really amazing things regarding people who actually have narcissistic personality disorder. And in today's day and age, that's been thrown on a spectrum. So, but when you're dealing with a real certified narcissist, those people actually have a brain disorder. Okay. A brain disorder. Now, I am no neuroscientist, so I'm going to paraphrase what I remember reading. Something to the effect of the lobes of your brain that regulate emotions have to be able to communicate fluently with the lobes of the brain that regulate logic and reason. So, like the amygdala needs to be able to talk to the prefrontal cortex very fluently. They need to have those two parts of the brain need to have a really, really healthy communication based relationship. When you have somebody who is a narcissist at some point in time in their life, and it's usually during childhood, something happens. It's either something happening or just the environment that they grew up in. Something stunted the growth of the relationship between the logical and the emotional parts of the brain. So their logical brain and their emotional brain aren't even talking to each other. They're not even on the same fucking team, right? That's why they make no fucking sense. That's why you can't talk to them. You can't bargain with them. You can't reason with them. That's why no matter they don't care how ridiculously crazy they fucking look and sound because their logical brain and their emotional brain aren't connected. They're not. They have no idea how to bring logic and emotion together in balance. Their logical brain can't talk to the emotional brain and say, hey, chill it out, chill out. Now's not time for that. Relax. They don't have that. They don't have that. So just take that into account the next time you find yourself spinning in circles with a narcissist. All you can do is walk away from them. That's all you can do. All you can do. And that's probably what's going to come out in the advice spread, too. Yep. See, and don't let your emotions get triggered. That's the one thing that feeds that narcissistic demon is any kind of emotional reaction, any kind, any kind of reaction. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Quiet. Shh, quiet. Don't respond. Don't react. Don't explain yourself. Don't defend yourself. Just be quiet. Let them go say what they gonna say. Let them go do what they gonna do. Let them spread whatever rumors they gonna spread. Quiet. Quiet. It's all you can do. And it can be a serious test of patience. You could have to bite your tongue and bite the bullet for months and months and months and months and months. But it's a small price to pay for exchanging energy with that person, because then that's what pulls you down. You have two paths that you can take: the path of just biting the bullet and being quiet, or the path of spinning in circles with this person, tying yourself tighter to the karmic wheel. See what I'm saying? This looks like something that would serve your highest good to continue walking away from. And you know, I don't normally tell you that. I don't normally tell you that. That's the one exception. Like, I normally will not tell you to walk away unless something is at stake here. And when you're dealing with somebody like this, that could potentially threaten the integrity of your soul's journey, you know? So, anywho, I would continue walking if I was you. All right, let's see how the energy's looking generally for the single. Hang on, let me grab that super chat real quick. Who is that? Papalino or whatever. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. What's happening generally for the singles? Some of y'all connecting with a fellow Earth sign. So the next person you connect with, I do not think it's somebody that you currently know. I don't think so. I think it's somebody, and not only that, but I think it's gonna happen at a very unexpected time, and not only unexpected, but possibly inconvenient for some of you. You may be a little bit concerned and worried that this is too good to be true. I'm feeling a little bit of that energy where I don't even know how to explain it. It doesn't feel off, but the last time something seemed this great, it turned out to be a nightmare. So you're a little bit guarded, a little bit. I'm not seeing anything to worry about, though, but I'm seeing you worrying. You are worrying. You're overthinking things. You're freaking out. I think it's worrying you because you're catching feelings so fast. And that ego brain is desperately trying to keep you safe. Because the last time you started catching feelings this quickly, you got hurt really badly. Really badly. Now, again, don't hold me to it, but so far I'm not really seeing anything that needs to be like worried about. Not yet. So, okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Before I say anything else, let's see their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. They're ready to find a life partner and settle down. Hang on. We got to dig a little deeper. Got to dig a little bit deeper. Well, looks like they're ready to find a life partner and settle down, dude. I'm not seeing nothing snaky or shady in this person's intentions at all. But you know what I always tell you? It doesn't matter what their intentions are. If you can't pick up on it, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if this is the most honest, loyal, faithful person that ever walked God's green earth. If you can't pick up on that, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Oh, and I love it. As I'm saying it, and the card comes out. You see it happen all the time. Two people who have nothing but the best of intentions, but they're not energetically connected at a deep enough level to be able to pick up what each other's putting down. So it crashes and burns. And it's completely unnecessary. Both people have nothing but the best of intentions. Now this person, they do have some baggage. Now, I don't know if that means like baby mama, baby daddy, or just vibrational baggage, like shit from the past they haven't released. But no, their intentions are solid, rock solid, rock solid. It don't get a whole lot more solid than that. That right there is about as solid as it gets, boy. I'm gonna tell you if it ain't. Anybody new here? I don't sugarcoat the readings. I don't do that. I'm not scared of pissing you off. I don't give a fuck if you get mad at me. I'm not gonna make up some shit. Okay. When I say that, I mean it. I read what the fuck comes through. And trust me, lots and lots of bullshit comes through these readings. Lots of it. So when I say it looks solid, trust me, it looks solid. It looks rock solid. So, well, let's get the advice then. Man, communication. Hey, God damn it. That looked familiar? Yeah. Don't spend too much time trying to figure it out. Not too much. Like I said, it doesn't matter what their intentions are. You need to be able to pick up on it yourself. If you can't pick up on it yourself, it doesn't matter if they are the sneakiest, deceitful person on the planet or the most honest, loyal person on the planet. If you're not able to pick up on it, that indicates a severe vibrational mismatch. So that's all I'm going to say. This person's intentions are stone cold, rock solid. But you need to be able to pick up on that. You shouldn't have to come ask me what their intentions are. That doesn't mean that you're not allowed to. I'm just my goal when you watch one of my videos or you purchase a reading from me, I want to send you on your way with some knowledge that you can apply to your life. That's my number one goal. My number one goal is not to tell you if your ex is coming back. My number one goal is not to tell you if your divine life partner is coming in. My number one goal is to give you knowledge that can help you develop your own relationship with the universe. That's why I say things like this. There's a very specific reason why I say the things that I say when I give readings. Because 6 months down the line, a year down the line, one of these days, a seed that I planted is going to pop up in your mind and you're going to apply it to a situation. And you're going to start developing a better relationship with the universe. And you're going to develop that trust in yourself and the universe. And you're going to figure out how to navigate these situations yourself. And eventually, ideally, you'll attract your divine life partner by default. So don't spend too much time trying to sit around thinking about it. After about a month or so, if you're still scratching your head because you're not sure where you stand with someone or how they feel about you or whether or not you can trust them, you might want to ask yourself, is this something that I want to continue? Because I shouldn't be that confused about where I stand with you. I shouldn't be. So Good intentions, though. If the two of you can connect at that level, massive potential. But if not, massive potential for disaster. Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Footy Pie. Thank you. Appreciate you. Anyway, on that note, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Capricorn family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is all down here in the description. All right. I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.